Roger. Hit them hard on that hill. Make sure they're down.
Roger, I'm on it. Coming around, heading 250.
Almost there. You have the DSM. We've got it, sir.
Check and track it.
That's one less loose end.
This is a fight against our...
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Perfect show, LT.
What you just witnessed will be the Call of Duty movie if the Call of Duty community does not speak out against it now. For those of you who aren't aware, news has broken that Paramount has gotten the rights to the Call of Duty movie. According to this IGN article, a live-action Call of Duty movie is finally official after Paramount strikes deal with Activision. Now, before you cheer and think this is a good thing, let me remind you that this is the same studio that brought us the likes of Ugly Sonic, the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, and also a movie called Monster Trucks, a literal film that is just trucks with monsters in them. That's it. That's the movie. The point I'm trying to make here is, how are we supposed to trust that Paramount is going to accurately translate the Call of Duty we know and love onto the big screen? They failed the Sonic franchise. What makes you think they are going to be able to deliver what the Call of Duty fanbase wants, which is a movie as similar and true to the game itself? There were even rumors that Steven Spielberg wanted a piece of this movie. As per this article by PCGamer.com, it states that Steven Spielberg reportedly wanted to direct the Call of Duty movie, but Activision didn't want to give up creative control. You have one of the greatest directors in Hollywood wanting to do your movie, and you go, nah, we're good, we got it. That is a pretty bold move. That's the equivalent of NFL star Tim Brady asking to be the quarterback for your team, and you go, nah, I'm good. Chuck from the bar that I go to is our quarterback. He'll be able to do a better job than you. I mean, that is basically what they just said here. As acting COO and head of media for Samurai Blood Clan, I wholeheartedly believe that if we want this movie to be any good, I think it needs to be directed by the people who know and love the franchise best, gamers. We don't need another happy, funny, goofy, slapstick, ha-ha, let's laugh, wacky movie starring the likes of Kelvin Hart, Jack Black, and Dwayne "Rock" Johnson. The overuse of these individuals and their little character shticks needs to stop, and I mean it. This is the part where I start to get a little PO'd. I'm not gonna watch and pay my money to a movie theater to go see Kelvin Hart as the funny little guy, Jack Black as the funny kind of goofy guy, and Dwayne Rock as the funny buff guy. I'm not interested in seeing Kelvin Hart riding on Dwayne Rock Johnson's back. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to see it. And I don't want to see Jack Black coming up with some random little jingle song that he wrote about Call of Duty. You're taking combat battlefield situations here. Let's not make this into their little comedy stage where they're going to try out new material and do their little stand-up bits in the middle of a war zone. This is a war zone where people are fighting to protect the nations that they fight for, and you're going to turn this into a little war zone. Let's have a little open mic in the middle of a battlefield. Maybe Kelvin Hart's up on a tank doing a little stand-up bit. We're not doing that, and I won't stand for that. Letting this happen is a disrespect to the esports gamers that serve their respective countries and esport organizations. These esport gamers, including the people at Samurai Blood Clan, dedicate their lives and their health to the sport of gaming. And you're going to take our game, our bread and butter, our livelihood. We have guys who use this game for rent, for food, for water, and you're going to make a mockery out of it with the likes of Kelvin Hart, Jack Black, and Dwayne "Rock" Johnson. Not happening. Not on my watch. So you guys may be saying, well, that's all great, but what is your solution? Being acting COO and head of media for Samurai Blood Clan, second in command, I'm fortunate enough to have a platform to get a message out there, and I know Activision watches these videos. Our last 2 videos alone went viral, so I'm expecting this video to really draw some numbers. This is my call to action. Paramount, when you see this, please let the Samurai Blood Clan esports organization direct this movie. We've been in the esports scene for over 3 years. We know the industry forwards and backwards better than anybody. We know what's best for the franchise. This is my official pitch to you guys. This is how we would cast a Call of Duty movie. For Captain Price, we went with American rapper and music icon Snoop Dogg. For Soap, we went with cooking connoisseur Martha Stewart. For Makarov, we went with the notorious internet influencer Jay Paul. For Shepard, we went with the always funny and witty Ryan Reynolds. For Ghost, we went with our very own captain of the Samurai Blood Clan Esports Pro Call of Duty team, JT Fireshot. Now why? Why these choices? First and foremost, for Captain Price and Soap. I like the whole Captain Price and Soap dynamic throughout the gaming franchise. It reminds me very closely of the dynamic that Snoop and Martha Stewart have together. They've worked together in the past and they always keep it classy but still know how to have fun. This, to me, is perfect for the battlefield banter that will be taking place in the COD movie. I know Soap is traditionally a male role, but I think rewriting Soap as a woman, played by Martha Stewart, gives Martha a chance to really make Soap into her own witty and sassy character. I think the fanbase is going to prefer this after the comical, witty chemistry that these two share. Snoop's involvement in past Call of Duty titles, his close connection with Call of Duty, with gaming, with live streaming. I think it's a no-brainer to have Snoop in one of the main roles in this movie. Jay Paul is often considered the bad boy of social media. No one can debate that he has amassed an army of Jay Paulers that support him and follow his every move. This, to me, mirrors perfectly the character of Makarov, also known as the bad boy of Call of Duty. I think there will be challenges in getting Jay Paul to do this movie. I mean, the guy is mega wealthy. He doesn't necessarily need us for this movie. That's why we're going to offer him an opportunity to have his Jay Paul deodorant line and male hygiene products, Jay Paul male hygiene products, placed and used throughout the movie. I truly believe that Ryan Reynolds will be great as Shepard. Ryan is very witty and clever, and he's not afraid to stop mid-scene and talk to the camera. I'm thinking we may have him do this a lot in the movie, just to let the audience know that they're part of this and really include the audience. I think that will boost box office sales and also get a larger turnout to the movie theaters. And if this goes over well, we may even try to push for a 3D version of Call of Duty just to really amplify the immersiveness that Ryan adds when turning to the camera and giving a witty remark and getting the audience chuckling and including them and letting them know that, hey, I see you. Imagine how they're gonna feel when he sees them in 3D when he's looking at that camera. And lastly, JT Fireshot. Again, JT Fireshot is the captain of our esports Call of Duty team. I think it's great that we have a guy who's truly involved in the esports Call of Duty gaming industry. He's the best guy we got. He knows Call of Duty inside and out. He's also a big airsoft guy. So I feel like he adds more benefit because he can provide us with realistic tactical training for the movie. You have to understand, a guy like Snoop Dogg, Martha Stewart, Jay Paul, Ryan Reynolds, what do they all have? None of them have tactical training. None of them are ex-military. This is where I think JT's really going to shine. So that's our main cast. Now for the plot. The plot is pretty simple. We want to keep this movie as accurate to Call of Duty lore as possible, but we do want to add our own flair to it. I think the biggest thing we want to sort of change is we want Makarov and Shepard to become good at the end. I think this has two real purposes. One, I think the audience is going to love it more. Two, this will give us more of a PG movie for the younger audiences. And a reworking is somewhat necessary. The Samurai Blood Clan Esports organization has been very outspoken in the past, and please refer to these videos for more info on this, on some of the themes that present themselves in Call of Duty. One of these themes being the marijuana, drug, bong, cigarette themes, the paraphernalia themes, tobacco, cigarette, smoke box themes. We feel that all of these themes do not have a place in Call of Duty, given that a younger audience tends to play Call of Duty. We've even gone as far as offering alternative skin packs to put in the item shop to combat these themes and item packs that are marijuana, bong, cigarette themed, smoke box themed, tobacco, cigarette, smoke themed. Some of these skin packs we've offered include the Dr. Dare skin along with his sidekick Darren Lyon. This is a skin pack essentially speaking out and against all drug and marijuana, bong, cigarette related themes. The other skin pack we designed is the Tobacco Rex skin with his sidekick Secondhand Mark. This skin is meant to show the user the negative side effects of drug, marijuana, cigarette, tobacco, cigarette, smoke box, bong use and the impacts it can have. You can see by the state of Secondhand Mark, the missing leg of Tobacco Rex. So it would be nice to see these themes, to see these skins somehow integrated into the movie, whether they're posters in the background, somehow writing them into the storyline. It would be great to see these proprietary Samurai Blood Clan skin concepts worked into the movie. Paramount, I understand how grand of a task this must be, but please, give us a shot. Give us a chance. I promise you, the Samurai Blood Clan will not let you down. Lastly, guys, I want to know what you have to say about all this. What you think about all this. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. How do you think the Call of Duty movie should be written? Guys, remember to like and subscribe. It helps grow the channel. It helps grow this community. Remember to follow us on all of our socials for more Samurai Blood Clan updates and posts. And with that, guys, this is Kirby's DS Daddy acting COO and head of media for Samurai Blood Clan, signing out. Thanks, guys.